All right, welcome to a deep dive, folks, into George Orwell's 1984.
Oh, a classic.
Yeah, it's one of those books that I think everyone should read at some point, you know?
I agree. Absolutely.
So we've got some excerpts from the book, and we're going to kind of pick those apart,
Okay.
see what we can find,
Sounds good.
and maybe how it applies to, our world today.
Right.
So first off, like when you think of 1984, one of the first things that pops into my head, at least, is Big Brother,
Right.
right? This all-seeing entity.
Yeah, it's interesting because Big Brother is kind of this symbol of the party.
Right.
He's not really a person,
Right.
right? He's just the face of this larger organization that controls everything.
Yeah, so the party is like the real power behind the scenes.
Exactly. And they use Big Brother to create this, like, cult of personality.
Okay.
This all-knowing, all-seeing entity that everyone's supposed to be afraid of.
And they've got those telescreens everywhere watching everybody.
Oh, yeah, the telescreen.
It's like if your TV was watching you.
It's a great way that Orwell visualized this constant surveillance state, right?
Yeah.
You're never really alone.
Yeah, and he had that slogan, Big Brother is watching you.
Right, everywhere you go.
It's creepy. It's creepy. Yeah.
Makes you think about all the cameras we have now, you know?
Yeah, and all the data collection.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Oceania, but
It's getting there.
yeah, maybe a little.
But on top of that, they have the thought police, right? Like these people are going around making sure nobody even thinks about rebelling.
The thought police are one of the most terrifying aspects of this society, I think.
Yeah, it's not even enough to just like obey.
Right.
You have to control your thoughts.
You can't even think the wrong thing.
Yeah, what's that like? How do you even...
Right.
That's scary.
And that's where the Ministry of Love comes in,
Oh yeah, the Ministry of Love.
which is ironic because
It's not about love at all.
not at all. No,
It's like the
this
opposite.
is where they torture people,
Yeah, torture and brainwashing.
eliminate unorthodoxy, as they call it.
It's wild.
Yeah. And then we have Winston, our main guy.
Right, Winston Smith.
He starts to question all of this.
He's our way into this world, right? He's the one who starts to see through the cracks in the facade.
and he starts keeping this diary, right?
Yes, which is incredibly dangerous,
Yeah, basically signing his own death warrant.
pretty much.
But he does it anyway.
He does it anyway because he needs that outlet.
Yeah, he's got to have some kind of freedom.
Some way to express himself.
Even if it's just for himself.
Exactly.
It makes you wonder how much of what we believe is actually true.
Right, like what we accept as reality.
Yeah.
It's a question that Orwell was really grappling with, and in 1984, the party controls all information.
So they can basically just decide what's true.
They rewrite history, they manipulate the news.
And they have this concept of doublethink,
Oh yeah, double
which is basically the ability to believe two contradictory things at the same time.
Right, like war is peace, freedom is slavery.
It's mind-bending.
It is.
And Winston, in his job at the Ministry of Truth,
Right. He actually works to rewrite history.
he's part of the machine.
Yeah, so he's kind of complicit in all of this manipulation.
In a way. Yeah.
Makes you think about fake news and all that today.
It does.
Like how much of what we're seeing is actually true.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the things that makes 1984 so relevant today.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a warning about the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of critical thinking.
So beyond just controlling information, they also try to control people's emotions.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
They have those 2 minutes hate sessions.
The 2 minutes hate is a really powerful example of how the party manipulates people's emotions.
Yeah, it's like they're channeling all this anger and frustration towards these enemies of the state,
Right. It's a way to control the population.
but they're making up the enemies.
Exactly.
So it's like
It's all fabricated.
misdirected anger.
Yes.
And they try to suppress any kind of like,
Natural instincts.
yeah, they have that Junior Anti-Sex League, right? The Junior Anti-Sex League is all about controlling people's sexuality.
It's like they want to turn people into robots.
Right, eliminate any kind of passion or love.
Yeah. Anything that could challenge their control.
Exactly.
So when Winston starts to rebel against all of this, when he meets Julia and they start this affair,
That's a huge act of defiance.
yeah, like he's claiming back some part of his humanity.
Right, he's saying, I'm not going to let you control me.
And they find this little bit of freedom in that rented room above Mr. Charrington's shop.
Right, it seems like a safe haven.
Yeah.
But of course, things are not always what they seem.
Yeah, Mr. Charrington, he's not who he appears to be.
No, he's not.
Well, folks, we're going to have to leave it there for now, but stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve deeper into Winston and Julia's relationship, that whole Mr. Charrington situation.
Oh, it gets intense.
It does.
And we'll see how the party maintains control in Oceania.
And how it all kind of relates to our world today.
Exactly.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.
Okay, so that rented room, right? Above Mr. Charrington's shop.
Yeah, it seemed like a sanctuary.
For a minute there, I was thinking maybe they had a chance.
Yeah, it felt like a real escape, didn't it?
Yeah, like a little bubble of freedom in this oppressive world.
But Orwell's a master at setting these traps,
Oh, yeah.
leading you down a path and then pulling the rug out from under you.
Yeah, and the rug is Mr. Charrington himself.
Right, the seemingly harmless old shopkeeper.
Turns out he's part of the thought police.
It's one of those moments where you're reading and you're like, no way.
Yeah, my jaw literally dropped.
Yeah, you realize that there's no escape.
Nowhere is safe.
Big Brother's always watching,
Always.
even in the most unexpected places.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
So they were being monitored the whole time?
The whole time.
All those intimate moments, all those rebellious thoughts.
The thought police were listening in.
Man, that's cold.
It's brutal.
So what happens when they get captured?
Well, they're taken to the Ministry of Love,
The Ministry of Love.
which is anything but loving.
Yeah, we talked about that.
It's a place of torture and brainwashing.
And O'Brien, that high-ranking party member,
Right.
he's the one in charge there.
He's the mastermind behind Winston's torture.
He's the one who said the object of power is power.
Yeah, a very chilling statement.
It's like he doesn't even try to justify it.
Power for its own sake.
Yeah, it's scary.
It is.
So how do they break Winston?
They use a combination of physical and psychological torture.
Right.
They exploit his fears, they manipulate his thoughts.
And they use rats.
Oh yeah, the rats.
That whole scene was messed up.
It's one of the most disturbing parts of the book.
Yeah, using his deepest fear against him.
They break him completely.
He betrays Julia,
Yeah.
gives up everything he believes in.
It's heartbreaking
Yeah.
to see him reduced to a shell of his former self.
So the party wins.
On the surface, yes.
They achieve total control.
They turn Winston into a model citizen,
A drone.
someone who loves Big Brother.
And that final scene with Julia, right?
Yeah, after they've both been released,
It's not a happy reunion.
no, it's devastating.
They've both been so broken.
They're incapable of feeling anything for each other.
They're just empty shells.
It's a chilling ending.
It really makes you think about the power of the state,
The power of fear.
the fragility of the human spirit.
Yeah.
But there's that question, right? Is
Yeah.
Winston really a believer?
Was he just pretending?
Yeah, is it all an act?
Orwell leaves that open to interpretation.
It's like even in this dystopian nightmare,
There's a glimmer of hope.
maybe,
Maybe a part of Winston is still resisting,
deep down,
but we don't know for sure.
that's the brilliance of the book.
It makes you question everything.
And it makes you think about our own world. Are we any different from Oceania?
Are we sleepwalking into our own dystopia?
It's a question we all need to ask ourselves.
Absolutely.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Big Brother, the Thought Police, the Ministry of Love.
The horrors of Oceania.
But there's one piece of the puzzle we haven't talked about yet.
Okay.
Newspeak.
Oh, yes.
The language of Oceania.
The language of control.
Let's dive into that.
Right?
Newspeak. All right, so, like, I get that it's the language of Oceania, but what's so special about it?
Well, it's not just a different language. It's designed to control thought.
Okay.
By limiting the words you can use, they limit the thoughts you can have.
So it's like if you don't have the word for freedom.
You can't even think about freedom.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
So they're basically trying to make certain thoughts unthinkable.
Exactly, and they're constantly refining it,
Refine it.
making the dictionary even smaller, removing more words.
So the language is like shrinking.
Shrinking, yeah, getting more and more limited.
Wow, and those slogans they use like war is peace.
Right. Freedom is slavery.
Those are Newspeak too.
They're prime examples.
It's like they're trying to twist reality.
Yeah, make the bad sound good, make you question your own perceptions.
And it kind of works, right? I mean, you hear something enough times.
Propaganda's powerful stuff,
Yeah, you start to believe it.
especially when it's embedded in the very language you use to think.
So we should be careful about the words we use.
Absolutely, words have power.
Yeah, we're not speaking Newspeak, but
But we should be aware of how language can be used to manipulate us.
like in advertising
Oh yeah, all the time.
or political speeches.
Politicians are masters of using language to their advantage.
So we need to be critical thinkers.
Always question what you hear and read.
Don't just take things at face value.
Look for the hidden meanings, the agendas behind the words.
Orwell was really onto something with this Newspeak thing.
He was way ahead of his time.
So what can we do? Like, how do we protect ourselves from this kind of manipulation?
Be aware of it. Pay attention to how language is being used.
Okay.
Read critically. Listen carefully.
Don't be a sheep.
Exactly. Think for yourself.
Man, this whole deep dive has been,
A bit intense.
yeah, kind of terrifying, actually.
1984 is a powerful book.
Makes you think about the world in a whole new way.
It's a warning about the dangers of totalitarianism.
But also about the importance of staying vigilant.
Right. We can't take our freedom for granted.
We have to fight for it.
Every single day.
Well said. Well, folks, that's our deep dive into 1984.
Hope you found it enlightening.
And a little bit scary.
Maybe a lot scary.
But hey, at least now you're aware of the dangers, right?
Knowledge is power.
So keep those minds sharp, keep
Yeah.
those eyes open, and keep questioning the world around you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening.